Thank you so much, Chip and Adam. I am here with our Orlando Regional Champion, Andrew Hedrick. Congratulations, Andrew.
Thank you so much.
That was phenomenal gameplay there. That was such an intense 3 rounds that we just saw. We haven't even met yet. We've been avoiding each other, I suppose, all events. So we haven't got to see you really up until this point into these final matches. How are you feeling after that?
Feeling pretty good. I was pretty nervous, but you know, game 3, when Isaiah was going through his hand, I saw he didn't do much turn 1. I had a Marnie. I was just like, I'll research instead, hope he doesn't have anything, and he didn't. And then I was so excited because I knew I had it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure the nerves were just off the charts in those matches as well.
Sure.
I mean, okay, so did you picture today when you woke up going into day 2 that you were going to be our regional champion?
Definitely not. I thought I had a pretty good chance. I thought my deck's pretty good, and I was starting off 8-1, so I thought I had a pretty good chance. But then I lost round 1, and I had to round 1 of day 2, and I had to fight my way back from there. So at that point, I definitely was not expecting to make it all the way to winning the event.
So how long have you been playing Pokemon then?
So I've been playing since I was little, around Black and White. I started playing them, but I was not very good then. My decks were pretty bad, but
gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, and then I kind of got a little bit better after that. And since COVID, I've been going to a few more events like after it ended, and I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good.
That was incredible. So was there any moments in that match, or I guess those 3 games, where you kind of felt it slipping away from you, where you're getting nervous there, the emotions were high?
Well, yeah, so in game 1, when I Martied and I drew the Capturing Aroma and I had to flip heads to get the attack off, that was obviously really big.
Yeah.
To get to make it sure I could win that game. And
I feel like game 1 was so smooth for you too.
Well,
you know, you just fell into those bosses orders. We're like, who needs Luminion when you just get all your bosses?
But if I had flipped Tails on the, if I had gotten a basic off the Capturing Aroma instead of an evolution, I would have been behind, and it would have been a completely different game.
Okay, so that is a card to have in your deck. Where did that come from? Why did you choose to play this exact list that you brought to this event with the Aroma?
So I've been practicing a little bit online. Aroma is kind of just like an extra consistency card if you have an extra space. I decided to put it in over a 3rd Lugia V-Star because it has a little bit more uses in more scenarios than the Lugia V-Star. But also, I've gotten really lucky on it. Like, when the flip has actually mattered, I feel like almost every time it's come up the way I wanted it to and got the Pokemon I needed.
I was about to say, it's so risky. It feels so risky, but I guess it's playing out for you.
In some hands, like a basic and an evolution are both good, so then
that's true.
It's fine. Like, you have an Ultra Ball and that, and then they're both good. So.
Yeah, we've actually seen many scenarios where Lugia players are stuck in that situation. Oh, do I go for the Archeops or the V-Star or whatever, you know? So that's cool. That's definitely interesting for sure. Yeah. So going into this event, did you have a ton of hours put into this deck? Do you have a play test group?
Yeah, I definitely test a little bit online with, and I play some online tournaments. People I talk with Caleb Rogerson a lot about decks and stuff. Yeah, he's done pretty well too. Yeah, I talk about decks with him. I don't know. I definitely practiced a decent amount, but like not a super amount. And like in the games against Nick Moffitt, that matchup was the one I definitely did not practice enough going into the event. I kind of just relied on.
Yeah, those were some long games for sure.
Yeah. And I definitely made some mistakes in those games too from not knowing that matchup well enough, but
no one can play a perfect game of Pokemon anyway.
That matchup's pretty hard on both sides.
And senior guys tie, and then those long games. But hey, you made it to this point. You are a regional champion, that is absolutely amazing. So I'm just kind of curious on more of a personal note. What were the feelings heading into? You made it out of top 4. You know you're going into finals. The realization happens where you're like, there's now only one deck in my way from me being the regional winner here. What are those emotions like? I'm so curious.
So, like the top 4 game, that game went super long. It went all the way to turn 3 of time when I managed to win on the last turn of time before any like tiebreakers or anything. But then, like I only had a few minutes before finals. I like ran to get a drink of water and had to come back and immediately start playing. So I don't know. I didn't really have much time to process it. I was like, just got to start playing the next
best of 3. You were just piloting then.
Yeah.
Is that kind of what you've been doing? I mean, think about it. Even today, you've been playing Pokemon for 12 hours. So how have you made it through this?
I don't know. Caffeine. I don't think I got enough sleep. Yeah, but I was just barely able to make it through, stay awake long enough.
That is so amazing. So I guess in a more broad terms across this entire event, were there any specific matchups that were extremely memorable for you, or maybe plays that happened that you're like, wow, that was an amazing play, or wow, that was super scary for me? Anything you want to shout out?
I mean, all of my stream games were really close like that, with the Capture Roma and the games against Nick Moffitt were like in the top 4 against Nick Moffitt when I took DTE off the prizes. If I hadn't taken that, it would have been much harder for me to win because I wouldn't have been able to retreat. So yeah,
absolutely.
Like lots of close moments for sure. Lots of times I got a little bit lucky too.
Oh, that's amazing. So what were your actual goals just heading into this event? Were you just like here to have fun, get championship points? What were you?
Yeah, so I'm definitely trying to get my Worlds invite.
Awesome.
130 points going into this event, so definitely not locked up or anything, but
stack 200 on top of that
that'll
now.
Make it a lot better for sure.
That's awesome. So are you planning to go to any future events then?
Yeah, it's not entirely sure what regionals I'm going to be at or anything for sure, but definitely going to be at some more this year.
That is amazing. So, I mean, I feel like a lot of people maybe they don't know you, they don't recognize you on the scene potentially. Yeah. So how does it feel to just have proven yourself now, proven your 60 card deck list, yourself as a player, a phenomenal gameplay, as I said, in those matchups? How does it feel just knowing I'm a regional champion?
Yeah, it definitely feels good. So like in Peoria when I got top 8, that kind of proved to myself that I can compete with the best and make it to top cut. And so then going into this event, I've definitely been more confident since then. And then this event, I was able to close it out with a win.
Awesome. Is there any way you're gonna sort of memorialize this win or the deck itself, maybe?
Not sure yet.
Plans. I guess if you don't go in like planning on that, you're like, well, now I got to do something special. Do you have any celebration plans, maybe?
Probably gonna go out to dinner with a bunch of friends I traveled with today.
Okay, awesome. Well, congratulations again, Andrew. It was great chatting with you, getting some insight from you as well. I know it's been a very long 12 hours of Pokemon, but you made it to the top here, so huge congratulations. Is there anyone you want to shout out or anything you want to say before we wrap up?
Shout out to my parents for sure. I've been texting them, keeping them updated throughout the event, and they've been cheering me on for sure, my mom and my dad. And shout out to my friends I stayed with. People who flew up, me, Isaiah Chaville, Isaiah Lee.
Oh, awesome, okay.
Justin Stites and Alex Aaron, we flew up together from Iowa. We drove to O'Hare, and
So you got the support group out there.
Shout out to everyone in the B&B we stayed in too, for sure.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for the chat again, Andrew. Congratulations. Go eat your dinner. Have a great night. You're a regional champion.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. All right, we are going to go to a quick break, but stay tuned because we're wrapping up this whole event.
And Clan.
Always great to catch up with some family, without a doubt. So, yeah, we are going to be getting into our action here in Knoxville real quick, but we are coming off of a regional championships down in Orlando just a few weekends ago. So let's take a look at exactly what happened down in Orlando.
Everyone, I'm Shelby Boo. Let's hop into a quick recap of the 2023 Orlando Pokemon TCG Regional Championship. Being the largest regional tournament to date, we were able to witness a diverse spread of decks and finally see Lugia V-Star drop below 30% of the meta share on day one.
Someone out there is gonna do something crazy.
This was also the first opportunity for players to utilize cards joining the format from the latest Pokemon TCG expansion, Crown Zenith. After battling over 2 days through the massive field of players, only 4 trainers remained. Isaiah Bradner defeated Calvin Connor in a Lugia mirror match, and Andrew Hedrick took down Nicholas Moffitt's Rayquaza Lost Box, which led into an intense finals. And that match definitely didn't disappoint. Andrew Hedrick put the pressure on Isaiah Bradner, forcing him to constantly respond to back-to-back attacks, after a strong opening, going first, as well as hitting Boss's orders off Primate Wisdom and the prize cards. Isaiah fought back in a riveting Game 2, where both players consistently had attackers, taking knockouts left and right. But Isaiah had the lead in turns, taking his last prize card and taking us into a Game 3. But unfortunately, the cards weren't in Isaiah's favor. After a lackluster turn 1 and losing Evital to Andrew's Aqua return, all Isaiah could do was pass. allowing Andrew to knock out the lone Lugia V-Star and secure the title of Orlando Regional Champion. There are many events left this season and winners to crown. To join in on the action and keep up with all of our tournament news, visit us at Pokemon.com/compete.
Congratulations to our Orlando Regional Champion, Andrew Hedrick, winning with that Lugia V-Star Archeops. A stunning finals match up against Isaiah Bradner, one of the absolute best players in all of North America.
Yeah, when you have a testing group that Isaiah has and 3 of them make top 8, you really think they're going to pull it out, but Andrew showing that, yeah, it's not that easy.
And while Orlando was our last regional championships, we also did just last weekend have the international championships down in Melbourne, Australia, down under in Oceania. And that was, of course, won by Azul Garcia Griego and his Lost Box deck.
Yeah, Lost Box has been incredibly present in the metagame for a long time, and it was just a matter of time before the right confluence of players and good draws, good flower selectings all came together. And Azul, if anybody